Hello, I'm Kermit the Streamer. We are playing the new season with the Huntress. Heading in. She's got Hit Me With Attack, she's got Savage Attack, and Primal Fury. Ooh, actually, maybe we'll go with that. Maybe we'll go with that. Where is she on the thing up here, though? Is she on here? Yeah, she's this one right here, right? Yeah. So they did add her, and they do have... These are just guards over here. Yeah, these are just our traditional, already in the game classes. And then we got the Huntress right here. I am really interested in hearing what the Huntress's voice sounds like. I always like when they choose something interesting. Oh, I need a...
How the glory of the Asmiri has faded. I sentence you to death. Say your piece.
So I don't know that we're going to keep this character, but we're going to play with it. We've tried every character, because we have some that we really liked, and it was pretty much all of the ranged classes. Became pretty clear very early that, you know, what made me buy the game was the witch, but then it became very clear to me early that the ranger was just my favorite class. Supposedly this new patch has nerfed a lot of things, but it's also added a lot of new support gems, so I'm really interested to see what that brings to the table. Excuse me, what that brings to the table for my witch. I might even go back and play my my ranger some. I purposely did not record any of my ranger gameplay because I wanted to have that be my character, so that I didn't that I could play whenever I wanted, you know, sort of thing, and not, you know, play for work, so to speak. Not that this is my job, but I do treat it as a thing that I do.
So to speak.
Oh right, so she's kind of like lower class English,
By the
like
first
urchin.
one. You're alive. I'm glad to see another living soul. But now, all
Dig
those
it.
who drowned in the flooding, suddenly they ain't. I would appreciate it if you could. Breach, clear felt. Find.
Spear throw is our ability that we get.
I dared imagine.
We got our stab with the left key, we got our Q, and apparently you have endless spears. Nice. You don't run out. Exploding if you consume a frenzy charge. I don't have any frenzy charges yet. To understand that these have increased range, but let's look at our passive tree. Where are we in the passive tree? We come out the bottom right, and we have increased attack damage. Oh wait, no, that's not right. Is it? Yeah, that is right. We come out of the bottom right, and we've got increased attack damage, and we've got evasion. So this is an evasion character. Kind of like, is that where the monk starts out too? And kind of a more dexterity-based class. So interesting. Interesting. So we're going to try to pay attention to what kind of damage we're doing. Plus 4 to melee strike range, attack damage was 100%. So far we're just doing basically regular kind of attacks, which I guess are going to be considered physical damage. We'll see how that plays out. So we can do parry and leave the enemy off balance. So we can hold that down. It slows us down a little bit. And that's a skill, parry. Ready your buckler to parry the next strike or projectile that would hit you. Blocking the hit, retaliating with a quick sweep that leaves enemies off balance. Can't be evaded. Oh, you get more stun build up. Parry debuff makes targets take 50% more attack damage. 3 to 4 for evasion, for 5 evasion rating on the buckler itself. So this buckler, for every 5 points of evasion rating, it adds extra physical damage to the parry, I believe. That's how that works. And can parry close projectiles. Interesting to have a class that kind of has
swore I'd never wield
a block
one of these
ability.
again.
I think the warrior has some stuff like that too. So we've got whirling slash now as well. Requires a spear to use. So it's a slow, a blind, and an area attack. And if you're not in the area of the storm or whatever, it will explode. And we don't have that assigned, do we? We want this here. We want this here. So then we go.
No going back
And
now.
it explodes when we leave. And I did not use so much mana that was used. It does use that later. Sure, you do a little jump towards the target.
The wind howls.
Let's see what happens if we get parry here. That's cool.
Bring it on.
Parry. Oh. Here's little charges. Oh, that's probably the blinding effect. The blind animation. I like the AoE on the whirlwind. It does seem to do a fair amount of damage to things that are grouped up. I don't think I'm going to be too keen on parry gameplay. We'll see. We'll see what our first round of skills do for us. Oh wow, that was pretty bad. I was parrying and then I let my guard down, and oh, those guys are actually pretty powerful at this stage of the game. But it's the first character that I died, I think, during the first level. She's definitely not a tank.
One step further from home.
I wonder if I should go ahead and get more evasion rating, because if we're already having trouble. Now we're gonna go damage. That effectively adds, oh, not even a full point. That's one of those things that scales with level, though. I wonder how much of an accuracy debuff Blindness is. It'll say it in the toolbar. Read it. So I feel like
The wind howls.
you know, the other thing is I am going to pants on. So much squishy. We just picked up so much help. Yeah, our evasion is already increased. Amulet. We got an amulet early? I'll take that. 2.8 life regen this early? I don't know if that's usually a thing that I get. This is definitely a character that's going to want that life regen because...
You up there! Help her!
So This is the sickness I warned about.
Dodging and parrying. Two things that are probably we get a lot of stun build up from the throw. You can see that on the graphic. Totally. We got a really good stun up. Blindness is going to be, I think, somewhat important on these bosses. I do like that you can kind of run around and kite a little bit with the throwing ability. That's actually kind of fun. So I'm envisioning this character. It's kind of the way I thought the monk would actually play. And I do think the monk has a game that does this. They dart in, they dart out. They kite around the battlefield. So this is like a hybrid class. Like it's like a utility game.
At least your friend weren't here to see what you've become.
That evasion rating up. Not exciting, but better than what the piece we already have. We don't care about Abu. Better than the piece we already have. No, we'll go ahead. Identify Akaros. And because this is a new league, I believe that starts us out with no money. Because that's the way they do this. If you want to re-roll in the new league, you have to start over as a complete re-roll. Makes me wonder if I stay in my old league, if I get access to the new skill gems and things. I'm not sure. I think if I want to play with the new toys, I have to come over and abandon my other characters. Don't know how it works. If you know how it works, leave me a message in the comments. I don't know at all. I may do some research. It's just
What a sorry sight.
I have not yet had time
Spirit watch
to do
over this.
Friendly's the
the
name.
requisite
Well, I've no
research.
punishment for you.
Man's gotta work.
There's a beast in particular. Now, if you could channel your violence against this devourer, as Finn calls it,
Disengage.
we'd be indebted to you.
Consumes the parry debuff on hitting enemies. It's a shockwave. That's nice. It interrupts enemy attacks. Strikes and projectiles miss you when you're jumping. Twister. This is a kind of moving attack. Explosive spear. This seems like a pretty good damage dealer. But I think I'm going to go for disengage. I think what I am seeing this class as right now is a utility in and out kiting class. So I'm going to switch
That one.
disengage to my middle button because that's what I want, where I want to use it. I'm going to stick parry on F. I don't think I'm going to be using parry. And what's the situation? Yeah, we have no gold. We're back to square one because
Welcome to the old
we're
Vips.
rolling
I
on the
fear
new
this land's goodbye.
in the new place.
A woman without a
Busy
place to go.
Yes, I've collected
So
these
we're
over
going to be
time.
selling
Oh, I
everything
like
we
this
pick
one.
up
Stay safe.
virtually. We have 48 gold. We're very poor. All right, so did they change where the connection point for clear fill is? Looks like it. I don't know why they like to do that in these games. Whenever they come up with a new patch or anything, they change the exit point sometimes. Checking the time. So we're gonna go for like 40-45 minutes. Maybe we'll get to a full hour. This really depends on when the best stopping point is. I like to kind of get in this first chunk of the game. I always like to get to the mud boss, because that to me that's the first real boss in this game. Because I don't count the little the little guy that we just killed. So like we do this, we do this, we do this.
Wait!
Yeah, alright. Watch this. We do this, we do this, we do this, we do this. That's a satisfying little combo. And you know, if you're on a big enough where you can attack from both sides, like you're gonna like do this, do this, do this, do this, just around. And when you're doing the disengage, you can't be hit. It's gonna take some getting used to, I think. Ooh, that sounds terrible. I was just gonna say, you gotta watch out for these witches because they do a hell of a lot of damage. They still do a hell of a lot of damage. In fact, I'd say that this is worse with this particular character. She's particularly vulnerable to attacks like this. Because I don't know what her capabilities are as far as evasion and attack. I definitely don't think that it's a parryable attack. Maybe they're an enemy, those hags are probably enemies that I should be throwing my spears at. You'll see how this class will be really hard as you progress through the axe.
I have received reports of a number of villagers hiding at the Clearfell lobbies. Travel there and convey my order to return. Anyone refusing my authority should be considered a traitor.
Rank explosive spear
See
as
fit,
well.
but bring their bodies back to the manor.
So you can only have one exploding spear in the round at a time, at least to start.
Take this!
But you can use the explosive spear and then a regular spear.
The wind howls!
That's nice. More attack damage. Let's see how pitiful. Oh, actually, we jumped up a little bit on spear throw. Parry's not really doing us anything. Spear stab. I guess we're getting a point for each time we do that on spear stab. Looks like they've made the map resolution a little bit better. The mini-map resolution a little bit better. Looks a little bit more defined to me.
Need more time.
I like how that flickers. So I think it could be pretty cool to have some stun effect that keeps things in that sphere. Also, another thing that'd be really cool is if there was some sort of like bind sphere that would like entangle foes. That'd be really cool. That'd be really cool if there was like a sphere happening too. Like that turns it from explosion damage into something like we don't have a plant or nature damage. I guess they probably have to use Or maybe they'd make it a cold attack. They do something like that. They probably already thought of all this stuff. Yeah, I really like the 1-2 punch of going in and going out. One thing that's nice about that too is I think it will allow you to get a little bit more ability to get out of the range of like on-breath effects that this game lets you. You can just be like, no, I'm gonna just go ahead and bounce back once I kill things. Because I know that's gonna have an annoying poo gas explosion when it dies or whatever. We're not gonna go to the mud burrow yet because there is a boss somewhere in here. A zone that will give us a boost to cold resistance, I believe. Oh, there it is. I'm keeping this because it gives us some energy shield, and I think that's going to be kind of important. We like evasion rating as well, but having a little bit of energy shield, especially right now when we're still super squishy, seems like it's a really good, helpful thing. Man, I actually think I really like the spear throwing stuff way more than anything else. About this character, I mean. It just looks kind of cool. More than anything. Yeah, they've definitely done something to the graphics to make it look. And the town portals look neater.
Hello. These are just some odds and ends of mine.
What the heck? What do I need to do?
Another for
There
my
we go.
collection. Thank you.
I don't remember what key I needed to hold down
Stay
to sell
safe,
things.
if you can.
Oh, it's so sad to see my stash tabs all empty again. And do we have any money now? Oh, we still have jack all for money.
Get back! The thrill of the odds!
It's real satisfying too, the animation on the spear attacks. Like, you get this sense that she really has put in a lot of force into those throws. The explosion radius is not that great. We should probably get a support gem that'll help that a little bit. There is a boss in this zone, right? Yeah, it just looks like the edges are less soft on the map. Like it's more defined. Oh, here we go. This is what we're looking for.
Be still! Swell!
100% cold resist. Alright, so now we can go to the Mud Burrow. We don't really need to spend much more time just gathering experience and stuff. Yeah, I feel like these were not as defined. I don't know, maybe I just wasn't paying as much attention. But it just looks, I don't know, more visually pleasing. Let's see if we have any changes here.
No
good old
common
Mud Burrow.
beast could carve out something of this size. Wind's fury! Bring it on!
Oh, I don't like playing in tight spaces with it. I mean, this is one of my least favorite areas so far. Anyway, I like the wide open spaces a lot more. Definitely need some way to keep you guys in your explosion spear range, because if you've got to run away, they're gonna move away from the attack. Which is great that you got this exploding spear lane. It's not gonna do anything unless you're dancing around the enemy right there like that. Which that might be how you play it. Kind of in out, and basically every time they go to hit you, you're not there anymore. So your evasion helps you out, but then there's just the fact that you're just not there. I think attack speed will be better once we are doing more damage. So let's continue along the damage track, and then we'll come back and pick up the attack speed. Or maybe we just come down here. Oh wow. This rewards you for switching between the two. So maybe like a character where you either initiate, like maybe what you're supposed to do with her is initiate, get in, out, and then just kind of back and forth with your sword, like you're dancing. Very, very cool. It's a very active playstyle. It's very energetic. It's funny to me because it seems to me like this is what you want a monk to be, and the monk has not played that way for me. That's what I thought it was, and maybe I just wasn't playing it correctly. You know, I've played each class, but I played each class to about level 10, and then I was like, okay, I get the idea, but I don't really like it, or I don't want to spend as much time on this as I do want to spend on the witch or the ranger or whatever. You know, at the end of the day, you only have enough time. And you know, I haven't even gotten the end game with a single character yet, so the only reason is because I have stuff checking out.
Watch your step!
Normally I would go other classes, this is a legitimately difficult fight. I haven't seen mine yet. Easier. That was a the stun. So capitalizing on those moments when you stun and that's going to be really cool. Hopefully we'll get some point that allows us to which is apply a bleed effect or something to somewhere. Lots of grunting going on. Very loud prayer. There's a lot of things that are going on. I should have killed this. See what I could see about that
I'll take that.
I'll take that. Uncle Scootin. So, we know we like explosive spear. We know we like shockwave. I think I'm gonna go more explosive spear at the moment because that seems to be my best skill so far. Found a nice ring. We know we can use that, so we're gonna just go ahead and get that thing identified so we can put it on. Maximum mana, we don't care. Evasion rating, fine. Great. We're up to 40% evasion rating. I wonder what our cap is. Does it say? We're just gonna get out of this game as quickly as we can.
The hunt is on. Look out!
Wow, some serious load time here. I could have walked in the amount of time it took to do that brief load. No, I don't think it's quite that bad. I wonder if a dodge roll comes with salmon.
Yes. Finn makes fun of my collection. I think it's charming.
Ooh, that's a nice piece of armor. Those are both nice pieces of armor. I like this. So like that.
Goodbye.
Can we even break things down yet?
Now, this won't cover up.
We got a support gem. So what do we got? Blindside? Cannot inflict blind. More critical damage bonus. Oh, that's not so great. Oh, that's one of the things that makes our blind. So when we apply the blind, this could give us some increased damage. Bleeding seems good. Let's see what we've got on explosive spear, since that's our favorite skill right now. Ooh, 100% chance to ignite is nice. +1 to limit over abundance. That's cool. So we could put out two exploding spears at the same time. Extra fire damage. So I think I like ignition because let's see here. Ignite. An element gives us a fire DOT. I like it. Let's engrave and ignite. So we don't have a means to disassemble things yet, but we want to be able to do it. So we're going to need those resources. So we'll go ahead and stash these, and then I should carry on my identify things until I can do the thing, and then we'll just sell this other stuff.
Please, I will treasure it. Stay
Uh.
safe, if you can.
Got my girl's rest or something. So I think Grellwood is going to be our last zone for now. Who's this?
It's breath.
Spirit's breath.
It's you. Some said you were dead.
Oh.
Pardon me, almost. What's done is done. Now's your chance. Ready? Go on then.
Oh boy. You said something like this in the patch notes.
Don't lose sight of it.
So we're supposed to follow the. Oh wow. Oh no. So that thing like powers up these monsters, I think. That little star, and we're supposed to follow it.
Guide us.
It does wait for us. Oh, and this guy's our friend.
Aye, it yet lives. Aye, what foul means. The spirits made it. Time to finish this.
Quick!
The spirit still holds. Almost there. Don't give up now. I see. I see now. These wisps. Spirit guide you.
Well, that was fun. That was a little more interesting than this zone has been. I wonder if every class gets an interaction with them or not.
Watch your step!
I'm kind of losing my rhythm. I think I am just kind of tired. It's going to do a bit for Try to collect this. I do like this character. I'm surprised actually. I didn't think I would be that interested, but it plays very well. The back and forth is nice. The very choreographed nature of how you,
Watch your step!
you come in and out. It's very cool. Very much how I envisioned the monk to be, and although the monk does a little bit of jumping like into the fight, I don't feel like it does as much in and out. That works really well. Spear.
To the dirt with you!
It gives you the impression. The pointed spear in your head. No, I don't know. It's very simple.
Spirit still watches. Let it bear witness.
I'll go ahead and second level and disengage, since we seem to be using this spear a lot. One thing I gotta pay attention to is you don't want to be throwing out multiple burning spears. You hit that once and you leave it alone, unless you've gotten the support gem that allows you to put two of them out. I wonder what happens. I wonder if they have a, you know, for the archer they have a bow that will shoot two projectiles. I wonder if they have a spear that can shoot two projectiles. That would actually be really cool. Because then you could get to where you're shooting off like 4 or more burning, exploding spears if you build your gem. It's awkward sometimes when you dash away too quickly and then the enemies chase you and then they're out of range of your explosion. definitely it takes a little artfulness to figure out, well, how do I lay down my stuff in the appropriate way to make them actually have it. I know that the slow from the rolling is important. That could be why. Oh yeah, the little tornadoes that you can make are really important as far as the character class goes. But the thing I don't like about that is instead of going in a straight line, they're kind of at random. But I think it works in something like Sorceress's Cold Ball. You could get that skill Scattershot, I think it was called, where you'd get three twisters for the price of one. That's a thing to try. Get lots of cool ideas. I think this is going to be the character that I try to do something with without going to go and research what other people have come up with. We'll see if we can come up with something interesting to do. Yeah, the thing I want to find out is whether you have access to the new gems on your old lead characters. Because, I mean, effectively what this new league thing does, if it doesn't do that, is it resets the economy so that everybody gets flattened out again, and, you know, items that maybe have gotten sus or too expensive to even bother with will now become affordable again, at least until people have enough time to farm those materials once more and build up the massive inflated wealth that they have on their primary account, server, whatever, primary league. I don't know if I'm misunderstanding how that works. I don't know, because I don't do any trading. I like to find myself. That's why I play a game like this. I want to advance through the story, kill the cool monsters, have that feeling of like being one against the whole, you know, world of big bad scary monsters. And then it's, oh, I'm going to find cool things. And you know, get to grow my character by getting the cool things and playing with the cool toys. Yeah, so we're gonna go to one more level. We're going to level up one more time. Definitely see how having something like a slow aura around your character could be useful, or something you can put down that has the slow aura. It's cool the way she breaks it. That's really nice. A very springy character. It is. It's a very satisfying application of exactly what you expect. I can run and throw straight. Really satisfying when we do that. Get out of that.
Neck just hurt.
Yeah.
And only
Alright, we're gonna go ahead and get Twister and play around with it. So what do you do? Okay, you come out and then you're all over the place. Yeah, so giving that scatter shot would probably be pretty good. It does lower the damage it does, but it does then kind of go all over the place and hit all the bad guys and do all the things. And is it applying a status effect? Pierces all targets, twister radius, blah blah blah. Oh wow, consumes whirlwind to do additional twisters. Oh, there we go, there's our combo. So it's kind of slightly like, yes, we can. How many whirlwinds can we lay down? Whirlwind slash. Is there a limit? Whirlwind. Maximum stage is 3. So 1, 2, 3, and voila.
The wind howls. The thrill of the hunt.
Well, this is an interesting zone. We've got the witch's hut, we've got the Bramblegast, and then we've got connections to Red Veils, the Grimtangle, and I think that's it. Obviously back to Clearwood or whatever.
This here was someone's home. Need a moment.
It's a challenge to play this with W. I might need to get control. So better understanding how this process might be played out. I think it might have to be a lot easier. I'm finding it's very hard to do and do stuff at the same time.
Get the wet, yeah.
Maybe it's just because I'm not understood yet. Yeah, the Twister spell is kind of not worth it unless you're doing this.
Almost a challenge. Rathan don't discriminate. It twists witches and innocents alike.
Which is an innocence I like. So let's go to Twister. Yes, we can scattershot it. So then let's see here. 1, 2, 3. There we go. A bunch of low damage, but numerous thingy things. And then just imagine, I wonder what would happen if we, let's just say we were able to also make some firewalls. and then do the thing. That could be pretty intense. It'd just be bonkers to see all that flying around. What if she could also dip into sorcerer skills? I mean, Flame Wall is one of those, but I mean, like sparks and stuff like that. I heard they nerfed sparks though considerably for this patch, so maybe that's not a thing. Oh no, I'm gonna sit and think about it. At some point, I'm gonna try to avoid looking at someone else's build though, for sure. And I'm just gonna sit and think. I may examine some support gems and things to see what the options are, and I'm gonna build it myself. Okay, I'm just about to wrap up.
Hello. I've collected these over
Yep.
time.
That's the
I
plan.
will treasure it.
Oh no, let's buy that back.
I suppose I can let them. Goodbye. Yes, Finn makes fun of my collection. But I think it's charming.
What happened to all the red things? What does the red mean? The red stuff mean
Huh?
Yes, I like to hold on another for my collection.
This?
Thank you.
This? That's stuff I can't buy.
No, this.
Yeah, that means that I can't use it for some reason.
Maybe
Okay, that is the stream for today. Thank you. I have been Kermit the Streamer. If you have any cool ideas on what to do with this, what the heck is this over here? What the heck? Is that a flying monkey?
Won't take kindly to that.
Yeah, it is.
I think it is. A big old simian four-armed creature. Anyway, I got distracted. If you have any ideas on what I should do with this class, feel free to let me know. I am not going to go build hunting, as I said previously. I'm going to try to just figure it out on my own. So, thank you for watching.